Back to our breaking news here. Massive trade happening in the NBA right now. The Dallas Mavericks are trading Luka Doncic to the Los Angeles Lakers for Anthony Davis.
I'm shocked like most, if not the entire basketball world.
Yeah, would have never thought Luka Doncic get traded at this age. NBA is a wild place, man. If he can get traded, then anybody's up for grabs, you know.
Anthony Davis had no idea this was coming. I'm told Luka Doncic is still stunned about this trade.
This move, one of the biggest and most stunning trades in the history of the league.
Welcome back, everybody, to the podcast that is still unnamed. I'm your host, CJ Chidas, joined by LeBron James himself, a.k.a. Alan Jacob. Alan, thanks for joining us today on such short notice.
How are we doing? This is an incredible night tonight.
No, absolutely amazing. For those of you who may not know, for those of you who have a Wi-Fi connection, a smartphone, and a strong enough signal, you have seen the blockbuster trade that just went down in the NBA between the Los Angeles Lakers and the Dallas Mavericks, sending Luka Doncic to the Lakers and Anthony Davis to the Mavericks. Now, Alan, you're the biggest LeBron glazer I've ever met. All right, so just what is your immediate reaction to this news? What does this mean for LeBron's legacy?
I mean, LeBron's getting 6. Book it. See you in LA in May. In June, I mean.
That's it?
That's it. Book it. Book your tickets to LA right now.
Where were you when the news first broke, and what was your immediate reaction?
I was about to go to sleep, winding down for the day, on the couch. Pull up my phone, see Shams' tweet. I was shook.
That's when you knew it was real. When you saw Shams tweeted it out, that's when we all knew, oh, wait a minute. This might be real.
Shams said this is real in a second tweet. I'm like, okay, people are denying his first tweet. Don't not believe it.
How does it feel to have a fellow brown man in the field of this sports media to just be on top of his game like Shams? What?
I mean, he's blaming the past for all of us as brown people.
Speaking of brown people, I got him. Yeah, do we got him?
Yeah, we got him.
Okay, our reporter Franklin Miller III is live on the scene from his bedroom right now. Franklin, what are you seeing out there right now, man?
What are you hearing?
I'm sure the streets are just hollering right now. What are you seeing out there, Frank?
Well, first of all, I was enjoying my Sabbath. By the way, reporting live from my bedroom. If CJ didn't say earlier, but
I did. Yes,
I was. Oh, yes, you did. But anyway, that's how shook I am. I just don't know what to say. I saw the tweet. My boy Alan, he called me. I was looking at Shams' his messages and everything on Twitter, and it's real. I can't even talk right now. The Dallas Mavericks traded Luka Doncic to the Los Angeles Lakers. Mark Cuban needs to be drug tested. I don't know what the hell else is going on over there in Dallas. I don't know what's in the pipeline. I don't know what they're drinking over there. I don't know what is going on. They just traded away a global superstar. A global superstar that was just in the NBA Finals a year ago, that they just took to Boston Celtics to 5 games, I understand. But they're building. And now, only 25 years of age, who's about to turn 26 in less than a month, is now a member of the Los Angeles Lakers who's now paired with LeBron James. Now, granted, the Lakers, they don't have enough big men anymore. Anthony Davis is now to the Dallas Mavericks, and now the Mavericks have enough big men. With that being said, the Mavericks have no future past maybe the year of 2029. I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know what the front office was thinking. I don't know what made this whole thing even happen. It's just, I'm at a loss for words. I'm not going to lie, but let me just say this. This is why Shams gets paid the big bucks. This is why he gets paid millions. He's getting out the hood with this tweet, for sure. He's getting paid an extra $1 million for this tweet. This is the biggest blockbuster trade in NBA history. I said it. It's only been 30 minutes, but I'm saying it. The biggest blockbuster trade in NBA history just happened tonight.
Now, Franklin, obviously, huge trade, right? Changes the entire landscape of the NBA. I know you don't know a damn thing about the Lakers. I spent about, maybe we covered the Suns together maybe a year and a half, 2 years ago. What does this mean for the Phoenix Suns? How does this impact the Western Conference? Obviously, it has a huge impact on the NBA. What does this mean for the Phoenix Suns and, matter of fact, the entire Western Conference in general?
What the hell do you mean what this means for the Phoenix Suns? They're cooked. That's what this means. They got to make a trade. They need to get Jimmy Butler or somebody. I don't even know if that will do the trick. I don't know, man. I mean, they just beat the Warriors yesterday. The Warriors are a mess of their own anyway. But No, what this does for the Phoenix Suns, it does absolutely nothing. They're still stuck in the situation that they're in. They might have to be forced to make a trade. Man, I don't know, man. I don't think this does anything for the Suns. The Suns are absolutely cooked for at least another decade. Kevin Durant's only getting older. D-Book's going to need more help in the future. He's already in his prime. Bradley Beal's contract is still bad. I mean, I don't really know what else to say. I mean, like, I don't even know how you can make the Jimmy Butler trade happen unless it's a 3-team trade deal anyway. And even with Jimmy Butler on the Suns, can they beat the Lakers? Heck, can they beat the Denver Nuggets? Can they beat, like, I don't even know who they could be in the 7-game series when it's all said and done. They're barely a play-in team right now. So, I mean, they're in the same division with the Lakers. They're going to have to deal with Luka Doncic, who has stomped on the Suns' hearts, mind you, for years already. This is a very, very, very tough
Franklin,
day for
I have a
Phoenix,
question
but,
for you, sir.
you know.
So
Go
we
ahead,
got
Alan, go
reports that the Mavericks approached the Lakers for this trade. Why do you think the Mavericks were so open to trading Doncic right now?
I feel like a lot of it had to do with his work ethic. And what I mean by work ethic, I'm not saying basically like he doesn't train hard or play basketball and do all that stuff. Mainly mean like conditioning. I think that had a lot to do with the factors of why they made this trade. But even with that being said, this is a global, I said this earlier, this is a global superstar who has given this franchise everything for years. Just took them to the finals, was in the MVP conversation for the last 3 years. He's been averaging 25 in his career, averaged 28 this year before he got hurt, who has a calf injury. My point was maybe the calf injury was way worse than it was, but I think there's some underlying things I think that was going on in the front office that we may not know for days on end, and there's going to be more reports coming out. But as far as I'm concerned, it probably had a lot to do with some underlying issues that were going on between front management and Luka Doncic and his reps.
We're also hearing that both LeBron and Luka did not see this coming. Is that something you want to comment on?
I mean, shoot. None of us saw it coming. So I guarantee you now, granted, I know that everybody likes to say LeBron James is kind of like Mr. or La Front Office, as they
Or
like to
La
call him.
GM.
Or La GM, like they like to call him. But I really don't think he saw this coming either. I think Rob Pelinka heard the noise outside everybody saying that he can't make a big-time decision in terms of trades, and he said, watch how I cook. Now, granted, he got lucky because the Mavericks called them, which makes me believe, really, the question needs to be, what in God's green earth was the Mavericks thinking? Like, why did Mark Cuban get in the ears of this GM? Like, did Mark Cuban sign off on this? Like, there's a lot of questions that need to be answered within the next coming days that I can't even report right now. All I know is, as a person that used to cover the Phoenix Suns and that still watches the NBA, I'm at a loss for words right now. I barely can talk right now. Whoa, what a day for sports. This is crazy. This is crazy.
Now, Franklin, this will probably be my last question to you, or close to this, maybe second to last, if not last question. Obviously, this is a blockbuster trade. Nobody saw this coming. Are you with the NBA trade deadline looming? Are you seeing any other moves being made right now across in the Twitterverse, or is Shams reporting anything else? Like, the NBA trade deadline is right around the corner. Is there any other thing that you can foresee coming from the aftermath of such a big move and acquisition?
Or do you have any predictions to make for any trades?
Well, in terms of the first question, the only other trade that happened was the Clippers trading PJ Tucker and Mo Bamba and a future second-round pick for Drew Eubanks, who's a Suns legend.
Yeah, nobody cares about
and
that.
Patty Mills. So, other than that, there's really not been a lot of trades going on. Like, I don't even think anything will top this. Now, if I have anything for the future, Jimmy Butler will get out of Miami. I don't know where he will go. I don't know who's going to take up that contract. I don't know who's going to take up I don't want to say personality, because I think Jimmy Butler's a great person, and I think a lot of things in Miami's kind of a little bit on both sides. But I do foresee a team trade for Jimmy Butler within the next few weeks or upcoming days. But other than that, I don't see a lot of craziness coming around, but you never know in basketball. I mean, did any of us see Luka Doncic getting traded to Los Angeles Lakers in our lifetime? Absolutely not. I expected Luka Doncic to be a Dallas Maverick for his entire career. But here we are on February 1st, 2025. Maybe, just maybe, seeing that LeBron James could catch Michael Jordan.
Come on, that's what I want to hear. That's what I want to hear.
We don't got time for glazing. Last question for you, Frank, and then we'll let you go. You're doing.
Wait, I have a question.
You're doing
Hold on.
last question. This is my show. This is my show. This is my show. Last question. No, last question. My show. My show. Franklin, no, listen.
No.
Franklin, listen to me. Why on God's green earth do you think the Mavericks would pull the trigger on this deal at this point in the season? Do you think it was because they didn't have enough? Do you think they liked the way Anthony Davis paired up with Kyrie better than Luka and Kyrie? What would your best guess be?
Also have a question to that.
Shut the hell up.
Who is the winner and loser of this trade, in your opinion?
Okay.
For this,
Thank you.
as we said here tonight.
Can't even talk.
Can't even talk. I'm
Good
lost
God.
for words.
Go ahead, Frank.
Who's the winner and loser of this trade, please?
Well, to answer the first question,
The better
Sip,
question.
which the better question is, when it comes down to it, I feel like actually, what was the question?
That's why you don't ask two questions at the same time, Alan. hey, no. The first question was, why would the Dallas Mavericks pull the trigger on this move?
Right.
Do you think it had to do with they liked the combination of AD and Kyrie better than Luke and Kyrie? Like, why would they do such a thing?
I'll tell you why. Because Luka played no defense.
Alan.
That's why.
Franklin, what do you think, man?
He can't guard a
Alan.
He can't guard a parked car.
Listen, what I think is really the reason why they might have made this trade now, honestly, we'll probably never know unless there's really some bad stuff behind the scenes, which I believe is the case. But in terms of the trade to Dallas or to LA specifically, I think the Mavericks really did like the pairing of Anthony Davis and Kyrie, but I think they just like the overall roster construction of the two teams. Now, last year when they lost to Boston, there was a lot of height differences and a lot of inability, so to speak, to be able to slow down the three-headed monster guards of, obviously Jason Tatum, Jalen Brown. You have your Derek Whites and Drew Holidays. They're just crashing threes all over the place. I think overall they have a better depth than they did last year. You added another big man, a superstar big man, to pair with Derek Lively when he returns. I think overall their team is a lot deeper. Do they have a top 5 star on their roster? No. But I think they're a deep team that can still make a deep playoff run. I think what this really comes down to is the future of the Los Angeles Lakers. Right now you have about to be 40-year-old LeBron, if he's not already.
He's 40
that's
already.
about to – yeah, he's 40 already. So he's going to retire within a year or two. So what this does really is set the Lakers up for the next 10 years so they can build around Luka. I think this is a beautiful spot to be in, especially when you have an aging superstar and global figure in LeBron James, and to be able to shoot for the next year-round. But in terms of right now, I think they want to give Anthony Davis a situation to win now. I don't think he would have got that playing with the Lakers. And I think they actually have a good chance to at least make somewhat of a run. I don't know if they'll win it all still, but I think from a depth perspective, they're better than they were a year ago. I just think losing a guy like Luka is just too much to overcome. And they're going to see the ramifications within the next 5 years for sure. This is a really altering Western Conference trade, and probably the biggest one that we'll ever see in a while. So,
all right, Frank, I have a question for you.
I'm so sorry, Frank.
Are the Lakers done? Because at this point, they don't have a big like AD. Who's going to play defense? Who's going to stop Jokic in the West? They need a big that's going to play defense, doesn't have to really score, but has to play defense on Jokic. Are they done? Are they making more moves?
Well, no, and I think the Lakers are kind of going to have to be in a figure-it-out situation because they didn't see this Luka Doncic situation kind of coming forth. So they had to make this move, no question about it. This is going to be a place where they set up for the future. This might be a thing where they're not trying to win it all this year. It'd be great if they do. I still think they'll make a deep playoff run because of the pairing of Luka Doncic and LeBron James. But this is a situation where will they have to make a trade for a center? I don't think so. I think you just wait till the next year to fill that need. But then you're getting Jared Vanderbilt back. Now, he hasn't played in a year and a half, I believe, or so. Been dealing with a lot of injuries. But you get a defensive anchor at the 5 with that. And you also have Rui Hashimura that's still there. So, I mean, from a big man's perspective, you're not going to get a whole lot. But it's a situation that can still, alter its course over the time. Now, there's obviously going to be a fill it out perspective when it comes to them two being on the court and Luka and LeBron. I think it's similar to like when the Suns traded for Kevin Durant and they lost a lot of their depth based off that. I see the Lakers being a second round, maybe Western Conference Finals exit, but then really starting to kick into high gear in a year or two. So, and all in all, this is a really big win for the Lakers for the future. So I wouldn't even expect it to be a win now scenario this year, even though that'd be great because LeBron's getting older. This is a really great stepping stone just for another generational talent in Los Angeles. The city of LA just keeps winning, and rightfully so. They deserve it because of all the stuff that's happening with the wildfires. I pray for times like this right now for them. But yes, it's just a massive win for LA that desperately needs it.
Wow. So would you say
No,
that?
no. We're out of time. We're out of time.
Who would you say
we're out of time?
Who's the winner and loser of this trade?
We're out of time.
Who's the winner and the loser of this trade? Okay, real
in my
quick,
opinion, I would
because I
say
know you have to go.
We're out of time.
Lakers are the immediate winner, but I guess Mavericks too, because seeing how depending how that pairing with AD and Kyrie goes, you never know. But Kyrie can't play defense like Luka can.
Right.
So who's gonna play defense on the Lakers?
No, you had your chance to warm up. That's it. Yeah, last question.
Okay, well, I will say the
What time
immediate
on the show then, huh?
Go ahead, Frank.
The immediate winner is, as crazy as it sounds, I think it's Dallas from a standpoint of this year. Long term, it's not even a debate. It's not even a debate. It's the Lakers. They're going to be fine for another decade. So, but the immediate aftermath, a lot of people are going to be shocked because Luka's going to Lakers and it's a bad trade overall for the long-term scenario. But for right now, Dallas is very well constructed. They got to stay healthy. Right now, they haven't been healthy, which has also been a problem. So if they can't stay healthy, then it quickly turns over to the Lakers winning this deal. So,
Franklin, you're absolutely cooking out there. Now, that red light on front of the camera, is it still on?
it is, Sip.
Thank God. Franklin Miller III, you're doing the Lord's work out there, live from your bedroom in the middle of the night. Did he just hang up? He might have just hung up. I think we lost him, or his phone died.
We're trying to
reconnect. Franklin.
Yes.
Are you there still?
Yep.
Okay. Did we lose you for a sec?
Alan actually, I think I lost signal with Alan for a little bit.
Okay. Can you stay here? Can you hear us now?
I can hear you now. Yeah.
Well, I was just saying, Frank, you're doing the Lord's work out there. Thank you so much. Live from your bedroom, Franklin Miller III, live on the scene. Thanks, Frank.
Yes. Thank you, Sip. Back to you, man.
Appreciate your work.
As for us in the studio, that's all we got. This is our quick, immediate reaction and take on this trade. Again, Luka Doncic is now a Los Angeles Laker. Anthony Davis gets sent to the Dallas Mavericks in a 3-team deal that includes the Utah Jazz. We don't even know who the Utah Jazz are getting or giving up. Nobody really cares. All we know is that Luka Doncic is in LA. Anthony Davis is in Dallas. I'm your host, CJ Chidas.
Before we sign off,
this is Alan Jacob.
Let's go over the trade real quick, okay? So you know people are informed, okay? Lakers get Luka, Max Kleber, Markieff Morris. The Mavericks get Anthony Davis, Max Christie, a 29 first-round pick of LA, and the Jazz get the Clippers second-round pick and Mavericks second-round pick and Jalen Hood-Schifino, whatever his name is. It's a pretty even trade to me.
Are you done now?
I'm trying to break the trade. Inform the.
They already know. The audience knows. This is going to be.
Are they sure?
This is your co-host Alan Jacob. I'm your host CJ Chidas. You have a great night.
Thank you for watching. It's been a pleasure.